Greetings, everybody. My name's Tommy the Game Master, and welcome to my channel. Well, I just got back watching Super Mario Brothers movie again. I've seen it more than once. I gotta say, I can understand after watching it 3 times why the Rotten Tomatoes scores are all over the place, why the critical score is so low, and why the audience score is so high, and why this movie is making a bucket full of money. Um, on a technical level, I'm going to say that this movie is not a good movie. There are so much problems with the plot, its script, its pacing, for me to say that this is a good movie. On a technical level, the 1993 movie is a better movie. With that said, is it a more enjoyable movie? Oh, fuck no. The animated movie for Super Mario Brothers is way better, way more fun, way more enjoyable despite its problems. It knows what it's doing, it knows its audience, it knows its licenses, and it's having fun with it. Something the 1993 movie didn't do. Um, this is most fun if you enjoy it with a group of people, especially people who may enjoy Mario and have some basic understanding of Mario. So the bare thin plot kind of goes like this. We kind of see the part in the first trailer where Bowser gets the Power Star and beats up a bunch of penguins. There's one or two small scenes that aren't in the trailer, but for the most part, it pretty much plays out just like the trailer. Anyways, he gets the Power Star. We then go to Brooklyn, and the Mario Brothers have just opened up their plumbing service. You do see Spike, who's their old boss, and he has the Wrecking Crew shirt. You know, he's just kind of a fun throwback to that 80s game. It's a nice throwback, and there's a whole bunch of little references. The pizzeria they're eating is called Punch Out Pizzeria, and you'll see things like balloon pop being advertised for a car wash. There's a lot of little Easter eggs in this movie, but basically, after the Mario Brothers take their first job and kind of fail due to a dog, they go home and they see that downtown Brooklyn's being flooded, and they can't find out what's causing it, so they decide they can investigate, and if they find the problem, they can help save Brooklyn before it's flooded and, of course, get the notoriety that they need. Well, of course, the problem goes deeper than they think. The tunnels go deeper, and eventually Luigi finds himself lost down a green pipe, and Mario quickly chases after him. And in the end, Luigi winds up in the Dark Kingdom while Mario winds up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi gets captured by Bowser while Mario has to seek help from Peach in order to rescue him. And basically, from there, it's basically just Mario out to save Luigi with Peach kind of leading the way. You meet Donkey Kong eventually, and he joins the group as kind of Mario's rival. They like to get under each other's skin. There's not much character development, which I'll get to when we talk about the bad stuff. But yeah, that's basically the movie's plot. So, what did I enjoy? Well, it does a great job of actually feeling like a Mario Brothers movie. When Mario gets to the Mushroom Kingdom, you'll recognize a lot of stuff in the games, and you'll recognize even more of the Easter eggs. They do a very good job of making the Mushroom Kingdom feel and look like it's part of a Mario game. The floating blocks, the pipes, everything. It feels like it's ripped out of a Mario game. And you get to see some of Mario's reactions. They're just quick gags. Again, more when I talk about the bad, but it does capture that feeling. And I also do like the way they handle Princess Peach. Since it's Luigi that's needing to be rescued, we do see a different version of Princess Peach. And for those who are yelling about it going woke, it's important to understand where a lot of this movie is pulling from is actually late 80s, early 90s Super Mario Brothers media. And for those who don't know, Princess Peach was a completely different animal back in the late 80s, early 90s in her cartoon appearance, especially in her comic appearance. Super Mario Adventure, if you haven't read that comic book, a lot of this movie source material comes from that comic. The way they kind of set everything up comes from that comic. Even Chris Pratt's infamous Mushroom Kingdom, Here We Come, makes an appearance in that 1990s comic. And in that comic, Princess Toadstool is a badass. Mario gets hit by Koopa's spell and petrified. She jumps down the warp pipe to chase after Bowser to get him to turn him back. She's so violent that she blows up one of Bowser's towers, and when he kidnaps her again, he ends up putting her into a trance so she doesn't wreck his shit. I mean, she's completely bonkers. Ironically, if you compare that comic book to the Legend of Zelda comic book at the time, Zelda's the damsel in distress that needs Link's help all the time. Peach can take care of herself, and they're definitely drawing on that. So I do like her character for the most part. I can understand why they told DreamWorks to make sure that this is Mario's movie. He is going to need to be the one who ends up saving the day and beating Bowser, and that she will need to rely on him from time to time. And I'm glad they toned that back, because it's very easy for this character to have stolen the whole movie. That also brings me to the obstacle course. The first time seeing it, I thought it was stupid. When I went with my, like I said, the nieces and nephews and saw them playing through the original Super Mario Brothers, I kind of understood where that's coming from. It's easy to forget as an adult since I played through Super Mario Brothers so many times and I'm so good at the game, just how much I sucked at it when I first played it. We all got killed by the first Goomba. We all fell into the first pit. We all kind of struggled, and that's kind of, I think, what they're getting with that obstacle course. But again, they missed a chance to develop Peach's character, and this is kind of where Nintendo was telling them to back off the woke ideology. I would have loved to have gone a flashback scene and saw that Peach did also have to struggle before she got that good. Moving on, I like that. I also liked Jack Black's Bowser. He's hilarious as Bowser. Whenever Bowser's on screen, whether he's tormenting his crew, beating up people, or singing about Peach, which is frankly hilarious, you're going to enjoy Bowser. Bowser was a blast. Bowser's probably the best thing in the movie. And yeah, that's basically a lot for the good of the film. It was a fast paced, it was fun. Love Jack Black, love Peach. Mario's pretty good. Luigi's Charlie Day was pretty good. So, what didn't I like? And I think I kind of mentioned it before, but I gotta talk about this movie's pacing. This movie's pacing sucks. It really is the worst thing. It goes too fast. There are moments where they should have slowed it down a bit and had some character moments. I already mentioned that, Peach saying she struggled and we actually see her struggle would have made her a better character. She's better than Mario because she's been doing this a lot longer and she's learned while Mario's still learning. So there's a teacher-student relationship. That would have been great. Unfortunately, we don't see that there, but we do also see some origin. We see a moment where after Luigi is captured and he's being transported to Bowser, a flashback of a scene where Mario protected him when they were kids. I would have loved to see more. We're given an explanation why Princess there is different from the rest of the Toads and how she wandered in. Again, more scenes like that to build up these characters would have been great, but nope, we're zipped off to the next stage, and it kind of is a bit lousy. That's my biggest gripe. My other big gripe comes from the music. When this movie remixes the game's music, it does a phenomenal job. You'll see soundtracks from Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong 64, including the notorious DK Rap, used very smartly and even comically in a lot of these areas. Then you have tons of different remixes of the original Super Mario Brothers theme song done very well. Super Mario Brothers 3. Just all these little musical nods. If you know where they are, they're very clever, they're very smart, kept me engaged throughout the movie during all three viewings. However, rather than keeping on remixing and doing it bigger and better, there's a lot of action scenes that go towards a jukebox pop album feel. Mario Brothers running to their first job and doing parkour. Rather than like saying a remix of Super Mario Brothers theme, which would have fit perfectly, we get No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Or no. And then during that obstacle course, which, yeah, I love that scene. We could have done the Mario World remix theme. Would have fit perfectly. Instead, we get I Need a Hero, which, doesn't really fit. The worst one is, you get to Donkey Kong. They do a Mario Kart spoof while Mario rides along with Kong in a car. Instead of, like I said, a Mario Kart remix, we get Take On Me, which completely comes out of nowhere and doesn't fit. So that's a big problem. In the end, though, I really did enjoy the movie. Despite a paper-thin plot, despite having some character problems, it was funny, it was fast-paced, it understood what a Mario movie should be, it understood where the charm in the Mario games would be, it understood how to entertain kids and even some of the adults, maybe not as deep as I would have liked it, but it was still really good. Like I said, it was a fun time. I look forward to picking this up on Blu-ray so I can pause the screen a little bit and just look at all the little Easter eggs. It's a fun time. I recommend going seeing it if you can get into a matinee, half-price matinee type thing. But definitely worth seeing, especially if you're a hardcore Mario Brothers fan. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the movie.